it ain't gonna happen.
Right. Now, one of the things that really stood out about your book was you talked about how the score, like one of the main reasons why it was so brilliant, on top of the talent that you guys had, was the relationship that you had with Lauryn, and there was so much going on that the main outlet for that was that record.
Well, I mean, really, I just, at the end of the day, whether if it was Marvin Gaye, Tammy Terrell, Prince Sheila, it's just, at a time, if there's a certain chemistry going on with anything, good or bad, it's going to influence what you're doing at the time, period. So, like I said, and I never didn't think that we would have not do the score, but the score was just real live with everything that was going on.
It was
you
raw.
know what I'm saying? It was very raw. And I would say, emotion was deep in the score. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, sonically, you hear something and it makes you feel a certain way, because sounds bring emotions out of people and tones bring emotions out of people. So when you hear the score, you just feel a way, but you don't know. You just like, man, it's like, it's passionate, it's hard at the same time, and at times it makes you just want to think, it takes you all over the place. So, a lot of people talk about in the book, with the Lauryn, but at the same time, even with Pras, when I speak of Pras,
You basically say that Pras is the most underrated Fuji.
Yeah, because what happens is Pras to me was like a L.A. Reid. You see what I'm saying? Because what happens is groups, you have different forces. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Pras understood you put Clef with Lauryn, you're going to get a fusion. You see what I'm saying to you? So somebody got to be the mastermind and be like, okay, because what happened is at the time, me and Lauryn was more artistic. You know what I'm saying? Pras was more business. You see what I'm saying? He was more like, okay, he's the executive producer. Like he was more thinking business. Like, yo, how can I take this and build an empire out of it? You know,
I used to joke about how Pras is probably the luckiest rapper on the planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think though, I'm with you. But the thing is though, I think that when you are looking at kids that are rhyming today, and then you compare it to the way that Pras raps, I mean, really think about what you're saying. What happens is in the music business, a kid is going to do what works for them to do what they do if they're not going to school. But I just, knowing Pras personally, backdoors and how business was being done, I just felt in that sense he was definitely underrated.
Take us back to when y'all came up with Ready or Not, because I thought it was probably one of the most touching things that you wrote about in your book, how when you and Lauryn came up with the Ready or Not.
Yeah. I mean, Ready or Not, it was just really, it was like... It
was really sweet. Like you said that you were like in a little room.
Yeah, it was in a booger basement, right in the hood. And the booger basement is East Orange, crack building behind it, and we was in my uncle's house, Renell Duplessis, and that's the time I used to sleep in a small room because my dad kicked me out because I was living in the church, and my dad was like,
doing bum music, quote unquote.
Yeah, you can't serve two masters. It's like, yo, you gotta serve one, right? So, being that he did that, I had to serve one.
Right.
So I went and served hip hop. So, in serving hip hop, I'm in a tiny room, B, and I had my MPC 60, and the Ready or Not sample come from a movie called Sleepwalker, right? So straight up, I'm in the booger basement with the booger kush, and I'm watching Sleepwalker, you dig? So I fall asleep. By the time I wake up, I just loop the no, you know what I'm saying? And just start capping some simple drums, you know what I'm saying? And the way that I built my drums is because I used to be a battle rapper in high school. So what used to make it different was I would, let's get, so I'd be playing the whole beat at the same time. So that's how I always built my drums on the MP, and Elle came in, you know what I'm saying? And she just, Ready or Not, here I come, you can't hide, just the fusion.
But in a sense, what I got from the book, that she was really talking to you.
Of course, you know what I'm saying? But it was like a play going on, you know what I'm saying? And that's why when you hear it, it just sounds playful at the same time.
Right.
That's why when you sing along with it, right, you would see somebody be like, Ready or Not, here I come, And that's the kind of energy, you know what I'm saying, that was going on at the time.
And one of the things that you said afterwards is that when y'all were recording it, she was really dropping some real tears behind that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? But once again, I just laid it out so people understand how art is done. And what I mean by art, there's different forms of art. So the best art is done passionately. So I'm not saying to physically be in a relationship with anyone, to get...
Don't do that into that. Don't do that.
To get big.
Right.
But I'm just saying, there's people that's chosen to bring you certain things, and they the ones that end up going through that. You see what I'm saying? So that you can be like, man, this is really good. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yo, what happened to the GOAT, man? Tell us about the GOAT.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's sort of like when I was sort of like a promotional guy in the beginning. Like, I would think of extreme ways on how I'm gonna get the industry to pay attention to my group.
Notice who the hell y'all were.
Yeah, because nobody
was fucking with y'all at the time. Really, nobody was fucking with y'all. Y'all had a shot. You had your first show. You like, I need a prop.
Yeah, no one really was checking for the Fugees. Like 30 record companies was like, this is weird. We don't want it. You know, like, what's the idea of some guy singing, rapping, and then a girl just, you know, with an R&B voice? This'll never work. So, but we got our shot through Rough House Records. And it was a show that we was doing in New York City. And we were opening up for Jodeci. Right? Now, dudes that know me from my hood know that I'm pretty crazy. Like, naturally, in a good sense, you know? So I was like, man, I remember being in the Booger basement and I was watching on TV Spuds McKenzie, a dog with a patch that was famous. So I was like, yo, if in America dudes can make a dog famous, how come I can't be famous? I gotta really reconsider this thing. You feel me? So next day I wake up, I said, yo, I'm going to a livestock spot. I ain't tell nobody. Took the hoopty, went downtown to a livestock joint, walked in, Mexican dude, brother, and I was like, yo, first I told him I was looking for a cow. Cause like, yo, cause you know what? Yo, at
where was
first,
you going? You was gonna put the cow in the back seat?
You crazy, Clef.
Yo, fam. You know it's trippy because what's trippy is because in my mind, when I think of the village where I came from, right? So when I go back in my brain space, I didn't know the size of a cow. You feel me?
Because cows is normal to you.
Yeah, it was like little. I thought it was some little cow the size of a pit bull or something.
That's some good weed. That's some good kush, man.
Yo, so now I walk in there, man. I say, yo, you got a cow? And dude bought me, and now I realized, to your point, the size of a cow. And I was like, yo, you got anything smaller? No, real talk.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Yo, and dude bought me. He brought me to the back, and he showed me a goat. White goat, red eyes, horn. I didn't even know it was a goat. I was like, yo, what's that? He said, that's a rare Mexican breed.
Mexican breed.
And then I took the goat, put the goat in the car.
Wait. You had this. You thought initially the guy thought.
Yeah, because I heard the thing going like this, because he thought I wanted the goat chopped up.
Right.
So I could hear, you know, like he's like, you know,
with the blade.
He ready to give you a half a pound.
Yeah. And I said, no. I said, no, I got to take the goat the way he is. Now he looking at me like I'm crazy.
Right.
Fam, I take the goat. And I put the goat in the car. Yeah, he probably thought I was going to do something with the goat. So I take the goat.
Right.
Man, and now another reality strikes me when I put the goat in the car. I forgot how animals smell. You feel me? Yo. So now I got a stinking goat in the back, bro. And I'm driving the goat back to the hood. You feel me?
Oh, shit.
I get to the hood. My homies are playing basketball. And then and I pull the car. And then I say, yo, y'all niggas ain't gonna believe what's in this trunk, right? So they always know I'm up to something crazy. So, you know, I'm popping the trunk, so niggas is already like, yo, I popped the trunk. What the fuck? Yo, I said, yo, easy, it's a rare Mexican goat. Take the goat out, bring the goat to the basement, shower the goat, you know what I'm saying? and I remember putting a T-shirt on the goat.
Oh shit!
A green T-shirt that said "Boof Boff," and then I put the shades on the goat because Spuds McKenzie. You feel me? Like I thought the whole thing, fam. Make a long story short, man. Lauryn and Pras, of course, thought I was out of my mind.
Right? Were they with it though?
Bonkers.
Were they with it?
Well, at the time, I was like a Caesar, so it didn't matter who was with it or not. I was like a dictator.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is gonna work. And you know how when you read in the stories of Rome and the Caesar is losing his head, the Senate knows it, but no one wants to tell them, and everyone has a plot to kill him. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, okay, whatever you want to do.
Get the goat.
So all I remember is after all of that, when we was pulling up at the Jodeci thing, Jodeci pulls up in a white limo, and they all getting out the limo. You know, they stunting, everybody stunting, looking good. You feel me? And one of them had a pit. And then I remember looking at my crew and I said, "Look, y'all ain't want me to bring a goat, but look, he getting out the joint with a pit." Right. Then we started arguing the difference between a pit and a goat, and I was like, "Nah, they both animals."
Yeah.
But fam, we got on stage, we was rocking. The craziest thing for me was when I had the goat backstage, and now Lauryn and Pras is on stage. They're like, "Yo, Clef, where you at? Clef, where you at?" And the goat decided that he would not go on stage. And I literally had to pick this goat up, put him on the stage. We had a Jodeci concert. You know how pretty the girls are? You ever seen pretty girls that get their nails done and their hair
they're clean,
and they're clean,
they're glowing,
and then a wild animal with red eyes appear on the stage?
Yeah.
Yo, they all start running back. You feel what I'm saying? The show must go on. The goat shitting on the stage, and all kinds of stuff. But I always remember at that point, my whole crew said, our career is finished. You feel me?
Right.
But then I remember listening to the radio. I think it was Kiss FM. You know what I'm saying?
Following that, yeah.
It was like, oh, some group called the Fudgies.
Fudgies.
With some song called Boof Baff, you know, bought a wild animal.
A rare Mexican breed.
You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, it was promotion. So it's like when I saw Puffy with the Biggie diaper and all of that, you know, it was at the end of the day, you know, promotion is always key for anything. But to go through that extreme, to get someone to notice and pay attention to what you doing, that was the level that we always was on.
That was the commitment. That was the commitment.
Did the GOAT make any other show appearances or just one and done?
Nah. That was it for the GOAT.
That was it.
And I really mean that was it.